Fuel, How to Build Success Without Burning Out. And to guide us through this very meaningful conversation, may you allow me to introduce our guest speaker for tonight. He is a family man of 3 kids, nurse by profession, former country manager of a multinational company, and a former OFW, a e-commerce entrepreneur, and top franchisee of a well-known logistic brand. Parang nakita ko to. JT&T po ba yun? And a content creator and a certified advanced life coach of Designer Life Coaches Association Inc. Tama po ba, Coach? And a graduate of Leadership Coaching Masterclass. He is also one of the inside coach of Abundance 10 and 11 and a graduate of Abundance 9. Let's all welcome with a big round of applause, Coach Patrick Juarez. Coach Patrick, the floor is yours.
Yes, thank you very much, MC. Let's give MC a big hand.
Yung boses
Grabe,
ko,
sobrang taas
pasensya na.
ng energy. Ayan. So, ayan. Good evening, everyone. Good morning. Meron ba tayong mga nasa abroad? Sige nga. So, before we continue, type nyo naman kung where are you watching from. Ako, sige, makikitype ako. I'm from Subic. Ayan. What about the others? Yon. Davao. What about the others? Ayan, Davao. Jensan. Alright. Sige, ayan. CDO. Ayan. Yan. Buti pa kayo dyan, dry. Dito sa North Luzon, di pa namin nakikita yung haring araw for 2 weeks na. Ayan. So, once again, thank you very much, MC, for that wonderful introduction. And I'm really excited to support everyone tonight and serve you when it comes to our learning session. And of course, I would like to acknowledge Coach Kathy Domingo, who invited me to be a speaker and share and serve the I Am Plus Mindanao community for tonight. So, ayan. Thank you very much. So, who in here are happy and excited for our learning session for tonight? Please type 1 nga in the chat box. 1. Yon. Thank you, Rob, Katrina, June Ray. Ayan. I'm seeing familiar names and faces. So, thank you very much for having me for tonight. So, sige. So, share ko lang yung screen ko, no? One moment. Ito lang. Okay. Alright. Are you guys seeing my screen? Alright. Sige. So, as you have seen the poster, the PubMats already, our title for tonight's learning session is Run on Clean Fuel. Sige, from proving to purpose, di ba? Yung iba baka iniisip nyo, we're talking about green energy, di ba? Mga solar, EV, mga ganyan. So we're not going to talk about that for tonight. So ano lang yan, hook, di ba? Sa mga content creator dyan. So we're going to talk about running on clean fuel from proving to purpose, okay? And how to build success without actually burning yourself. And without having to use yourself as the fuel. Okay? So, let's begin. So, sino ba dito? Type na natin dyan in the chat box. Sino dito mga business owners? Please type 3 in the chat box. Yan, mga business owners. Or freelance. Sige. What about the full-time employees? Please type 2 in the chat box. Ayan. Thank you very much. Ayan. So, meron tayo. All walks of life tayo dito, no? Ayan. May mga business owners. Ayan. May students ba? May students? Wala pa. Kung may student nga, sige nga, type 4. Kahit mukhang student lang, pwede na siguro yon. Ayan. Meron din. So, we're going to talk about ambition. Diba? Lahat naman ng tao, at one point in their life, may ambition. Diba? Sino dito may ambition pa sa buhay? Please raise your hand nga or have a virtual raise of hand. So, ayan. So, actually, diba, there is a Tagalog word, 'di ba? Pag may ambition ka sa buhay, ang tawag daw sa is ambisyoso, 'di ba? But there are times it connotes it gives a negative connotation. Okay? But tonight we're going to talk about ambition and going and reaching that out, because without having to burn yourself out, because ambition not is not actually the problem. The fuel is. So, ano ibig sabihin nito? Many leaders run on pressure, proving, pleasing, and performing. I was once like that. Okay? Just to give you an idea, I came from a broken family. So, kaya medyo magulo yung ano, no? Nakita niyo yung background ko, binibigay ni Miss MC kanina. Nurse by profession, biglang naging country manager, so parang tumalon ako sa corporate, tapos naging OFW, tapos naging business owner. Kasi I myself was trying to find a clear way on how to reach my ambition in life. And initially, the ambition that I have was actually just to have more money. Okay? So, if yun yung ambition mo when you're starting, it's not inherently wrong. But later on, as we move along through this learning session, we're going to talk about para saan ba talaga yung pera na yon na dapat na, kumbaga, the money that you are aiming for or part ng ambition mo. So I came from a broken family. I grew up, alam mo yon, na naiinggit ako sa mga kaklase ko, sa mga kaibigan ko, because they have their whole family, alam mo yon. Pag PTA, it's either the mother or the father. Ako kasi wala. It's either my tita or my lola that attends. Okay? Now, as I move along, naging high school, naging college, nakikita ko yung mga ibang kaklase, they have this gadget, they have these things. So, nandun sa akin yung pangarap na gusto ko rin magkaroon ng ganun. Okay? So, moving on, dito ko na-realize that fuel produces real results. And that's what really made me want to work harder in life. So I started, just to give you an idea, no, if I may share, ang gusto ko talagang course before was political science. So, di ba, ang layo, no? From pol sci, naging nurse, naging entrepreneur, di ba? So, bakit political science? Yun talaga yung hilig ko. In a way, siguro, later on in life, maging abogado rin or what. Pero, at that time, I had an uncle na in-encourage ako na mag-take up ng nursing. Kasi pag nag-nurse daw ako, alam mo yun, you'll find easier jobs. He's based in London and all of that. And then later on, to cut the long story short, while I was doing nursing, I found out that it was something that I don't see myself doing until later on in life. Not that the profession is, alam mo yun, is bad. Okay? I have a lot of friends, doctors, nurses, and I really admire them, particularly during the pandemic. But I reached to a point in my life na parang I want to do something more. I want to impact more people. And I want to prove na kaya ko siya. Okay? And then, eventually, just like what the slide says, it presents an invoice. Di ba? Ano ba yung invoice? Di ba? Sa mga may negosyo dyan, or namimili. Invoice, di ba? Yan yung bagong term ngayon ng ano, di ba? Ng OR, wala ng OR ngayon eh. Di ba? Sales invoice na yung tawag. So, anong kapalit nun? When you're really striving, when you're really doing whatever it takes, eventually you'll find exhaustion. You'll find blurred roles. When you say blurred roles, hindi mo na alam kung ano ba talaga yung role mo sa sitwasyon na yon. Nag-overlap na siya. Okay? What else? Strained relationships. And money that are being lost, even if you are having the best of intentions. So for tonight, we're going to talk about fuel, and we're going to change that fuel. But not the size of your dream, not the size of your ambition. Are you still excited? Sige nga, please type 1 in the chat box. Sige, I guess we'll have a question and answer portion later. But as we proceed, so let's talk about the engine. Of course, sino yung engine? That's you. Diba? When you want to get, for example, in Davao, I've never been to Mindanao, no? Pero from Davao, I think going to Jensan, if you don't want to travel by foot, diba, you have to ride something. Diba? And whatever that is, it has to have an engine in order for you to efficiently get there on time. Tama ba? And hindi ka pagod. So parang ganun din. Pag ikaw may pangarap ka sa buhay, may ambition ka, there is a destination. And reaching that destination needs an engine. And that engine is you. Okay? Now, I have vehicles, and I'm sure some of you have. Ang engine na poorly maintained, it becomes dirty. Tama ba? That's why we have what we call PMS, di ba? Preventive Maintenance Services. So bakit? Para manatiling clean yung engine. Okay? Kasi bakit? If the engine is dirty, poor performance. Mas masakit sa ulo, pwede ka magkaroon ng problema, masira yan somewhere along the way habang, alam yon, on the worst of times, it could break down, and we don't want that to happen. Now, the good news, just like what I mentioned kanina, we are the engine towards our ambition. But we too, as the engine, could become dirty. And when you say dirty, you're functioning on the wrong reason. Okay? So ano tong mga to? There are a lot, but I narrowed it down to 6. Okay? Unang-una, number 1 is proving. Okay? And I think this is the biggest. Ako personally, I came from here. Okay? Proving. What does proving means? Diba? Sa mga nag-discovery, diba? And eventually, mga nakapag-breakthrough, diba? Sa breakthrough na pag-uusapan to. Diba? Yung mga needs. Diba? The need to be right, the need to look good, and all of that. Need to look good, yan. Diyan nagpo-fall sa recognition. Proving, ito yung need to be right. Diba? I have to show them I can. Kailangan mapatunayan ko sa kanila na kaya ko, magagawa ko. Diba? Kailan to nangyayari? When I entered network marketing, 14 years ago, grabe ganun nakatagal, no? 14 years ago, when I was starting, I started, of course, nurse ako that time, pa-part-time ako network marketing. So there are a lot of people, that discourages me. Detractors. Di ba? Hindi pa uso yung term na bashers that time kasi kaka-start pa lang ni social media, parang 4 years pa lang si social media that time. So, it came to a point na yung mga tao na iniisip kong magsusupport sa akin, they are the ones that were actually discouraging me. And it hurt me. Kasi bakit? I was disappointed because, there are people, these people are the ones that I thought na unang-unang tutulong sa akin. And doon nagsimulang natanim sa akin yung proving. Okay. Hindi mo ako sinuportahan. I will still make it and I will show you that I did. Okay? Not that it's inherently bad, but it's not sustainable. Okay? Later on, i-discuss pa natin yan, no? Ano pa? Fear of failure. Diba? So, for example, you have somebody that told you something, or iniwan ka, or whatever, iba-ibahin natin context, no? Para makarelate ang lahat. Diba? So, for example, iniwan ka nung love of your life, kung medyo bata-bata ka pa. Diba? So, parang sabi ko, sige, gagawin ko to at papatunayan ko at gusto ko magsisi siya sa ginawa niyang desisyon. Diba? May mga nakaka-relate ba dyan? Ano pa? Ito, comparison. Diba? Ito yung isa sa mga pinaka-common. Bata pa lang nangyayari na to eh. Ba't di mo gayahin yung ate mo? Ba't di mo gayahin yung kuya mo? O yung pinsan mo, ganito na yung narating. Diba? Yung pinsan mo, honor roll. O yung best friend mo, mas mataas yung grade sa'yo. Diba? So, subconsciously, these things makes you more competitive, but in a way, it's making you a dirty engine. And as you age, ayan, dyan na pumapasok si people pleasing. Diba? Ako, dumaan din ako sa ganito. Yung kahit hirap ka na, hindi mo na kayang gawin, oo-ohan mo pa rin. Diba? Kasi bakit? Ayaw mong may masabi yung ibang tao. Yun lang naman yung takot nito eh. ayaw mong may masabi sa'yo. Diba? Yan, sa mga breadwinner. Ano yung perfect example? Tumulong ka ng 9 beses, 1 beses ka tumanggi, limot yung 9. Tama ba? Yung mga nakaka-relate ba dyan? Diba? Tinulungan mo all your life. Nung time na struggling ka, tinanggihan mo. Sinabihan ka, madamot. Sinabihan ka, yumabang ka na, nagbago ka na. Binago ka na ng pera. Yan. Diba? So, let's not put people pleasing in our lifestyle. Ano pa? Recognition. Diba? Need to look good. Success must be seen. Kailangan makita ng lahat na nagpunta ako sa ganitong lugar. Kailangan makita ng lahat that I have this, I have that. Nabili ko to, nabili ko yan. Meron ako nito, meron ako niyan. Diba? Na-achieve ko ito. And lastly, rescuing. Meron kang hirap na kaibigan, meron kang hirap na kamag-anak or mahal sa buhay. Kahit ikaw may challenge ka na rin, sasaluhin mo pa rin siya. Di ba? Similar ito sa people pleasing. Okay? You may have the good intention to succeed, to help other people. But the bigger question here is, what does it cost you? Anong kapalit? Nagiging okay sila, the question is, okay ka pa ba? Diba? And that's what's most important. Tama? Kasi ikaw lang yung makakatulong sa sarili mo. The problem is na burnout ka for other people or other reasons. Diyan pa ba kayo, guys? Sige nga, type 2 kung nakaka-relate.
Yes, nandito pa.
Ayan. Diba? Sige nga, type 2 kung nakaka-relate. Ayan. Thank you. Now, let's move to the next slide. Ayan. Initially, it works. It worked for me. And it worked for a lot of people. Diba? You have this competitive drive within you that brings you to your ambition. So, ako, when I was starting, as an entrepreneur, I started as network marketer. Initially, nakabili ako ng kotse, nakapunta ako ng iba-ibang lugar, kumikita ako ng mas malaki. Initially, I felt good. And when I did traditional businesses, nag-franchise ako ng isa sa mga logistics company, the struggle initially was there. But when I was achieving results, it felt good, really good. Kasi yung mga bagay na dating hindi ko nagagawa, mga bagay na hindi ko dating nabibili, hindi ko dating napupuntahan ko na siya. What happened eventually was, I felt empty. Why? Because nakita ko that it was not the approval of other people. It was not their appreciation. It was not their praises that will really make me happy. I think this is something that abundance really taught me, na pwedeng purihin ka ng buong mundo, pero hindi ka pa rin masaya. Pwedeng ma-achieve mo yung gusto mong ma-achieve, pero hindi ka pa rin masaya. And that's why there are a lot of people na, alam mo yun, na-achieve naman nila yung buhay na gusto nila. Kaya lang at the end of the day, na-realize nila, ako, I'm one of those people na hindi pala yun yung hinahanap ko talaga. Diba? So let's not anchor it on those 6 things that I've mentioned. So, sige, gawa pa tayo ng example. I don't know kung napanood niyo yung balita about one of this celebrity na kinukwento niya nung bata siya, binubuli siya nung kapitbahay niya. And then that's what made her strive in life. And then eventually, Yumaman na siya ng gusto, and then nabili niya yung bahay ng kapitbahay niya na yon na nambubuli sa kanya. I don't know what happened after that, pero that to me is something that, kung babalikan natin yung first slide, boils down to proving. Binuli mo ako, darating yung araw, babawi ako sa'yo. I'll have something that you own. Tama ba? Ngayon, it works just like what I mentioned kanina until the invoice arrives. Okay? So ano ibig sabihin ng invoice? Initially, gigil na gigil ka, nandyan yung adrenaline, saya. And then eventually, once na humupa na yung excitement, yung adrenaline, everything crashes emotionally. Hindi mo alam na sa'yo naman lahat, pero ang lungkot mo. Na-achieve mo naman yung pangarap mo, pero parang kulang. May ibang tao, what they do, they strive for more. Diba? Nakapagpatayo ng 3-story house, tapos eventually nakita nila parang hindi sila masaya. I-aim nila o gawin nilang 5-story. Diba? Nakabili sila ng kotse, parang humupa na yung saya, bibili sila ng mas mahal na kotse. Nakapag-travel sila somewhere, hindi sila masaya, mas magta-travel pa sila ng... Not that those things are bad, ha? The context of what I'm saying is that if you're anchoring it on the material things, on proving and all of those things, mapapagod ka lang. It will be a never-ending process. And that's the reality of life. Diba? And eventually, those things, diba, nagdagdag ka ng bayarin, diba, dagdag na sasakyan, dagdag na bahay, whatever it is, diba? It adds pressure to you eh. Kasi bakit? Siyempre, may gastos yan eh. Diba? Pero, how should it be? Na hindi ka naman mabe-burn out. Okay? You're doing things intentionally, na kahit napapagod ka physically, di ba may mga ganong bagay? Napagod ka physically, pag tinulog mo, okay ka na the next day eh. Di ba? Pero may mga bagay na kahit itulog mo, kahit ikain mo, parang hindi siya nare-replenish. Di ba? And that's what we're going to talk about next. Which is actually, instead of creating pressure, instead of creating all those things that we've mentioned kanina, the 6 points that I just talked about, why not drive yourself based on purpose? Why? Because purpose is a cleaner fuel. Diba? Initially, yes, it will give you slower starts, but eventually it compounds. And that's the great thing about it. As compared dun sa gigil, diba, sa galit, sa puot, sa paghihiganti, diba? Kasi pag yun talagang parang gusto mo na kaagad trabahuhin eh. This one, it takes time. And then eventually, you build systems around what you do and carry what emotions, beneficial emotions that you should be having. Now, moving in from pressure to purpose is actually a choice. And that is something that I would invite you guys to start contemplating about. Why? You don't just fall into purpose by accident. Na parang kinabukasan nagising ka na, ay parang gusto kong mag-support sa mas maraming tao. Gusto kong maging person of value to contribute to the world. It doesn't happen overnight. It is a choice. And choices comes with actions, routines. Diba? Just like what the slide says, nobody drifts into sustainability. It is engineered on purpose. Are you guys learning? Sige nga. Thumbs up kung you're learning from what we're talking about. Yeah. So, earlier, I talked about the invoice, the hidden invoice. So, ito yung mga kapalit. If you're coming from dirty fuel, that gives you a dirty engine. Exhaustion, that discipline cannot fix. Yung drive that built everything stops working. Ito yung parang mga tao na na-burnout na. Yung parang na-achieve naman nila yung success, wala namang problema yung negosyo nila, pero deep inside them, there is something wrong. Okay? What else? Trust without controls. You're trusting people too much without setting boundaries, without building systems. I think this is something that at this season in my life, this is something that I've learned recently na you cannot trust sincerity of other people. Because they could be sincerely wrong in what they're doing. And they think that they're doing it right. So what you should do? Set boundaries. Diba? If this is about relationship, set boundaries. Diba? May umutang sa'yo. For example, umutang ng 10,000. Anong boundaries around that? Anong ruling mo? Ako personally, I have ruling around pag may humihiram sa akin. Diba? Kasi bakit? Believing in people instead of doing these boundaries will really hurt you and the relationship. Diba? What else? Money lost while helping. Tumutulong ka sa iba, bandang huli yung tinulungan mo, wala pa rin. Hindi nagbago. Diba? This is very common in Filipino culture. Diba? And tayo, we have this good intention to help the people around us. But the question is, do they really want to help themselves? That's why generosity without structure becomes a repeating loss. And who carries the burden eventually? Hindi naman ikaw eh. Ay, hindi naman sila eh. It's actually you. Diba? From the very basic, pautang ka ng pautang. 3 times, 4 times, 5 times ka nang sinabihan na ibabalik niya. Diba? Katapusan, bibigay daw sa katapusan. Katapusan na ng mundo, wala pa din. Nung ikaw na yung may problema, may challenge at may kailangang isettle, di ka na makabayad. Ikaw na yung sumasalo. Yung dating ikaw yung tumutulong, ngayon wala nang tumutulong sa'yo. But this could have been prevented if you set boundaries. Blurred roles. Oh. If you have overlapping roles with your relationship, di ba? Ito common na. Isa sa mga, when I started joining mastermind communities ng mga business owners, isa sa mga rules na I would say nasa top 3 golden rules, never hire family, friends. No matter how much you want to support or help them, this is one of the biggest mistakes. Anchor it on competence, not on blood, not on relationship. The context of that is kung competent naman yan, let's go. Hire it. Hire the person. But if not, you're setting up to lose. Kasi bakit? Eventually, you will have blurred roles. Ano yun? Employer ka ba niya o kamag-anak ka niya? Diba? Nung kinall out mo, nung finidbakan mo, ang yabang mo na. Hindi ka naman dating ganyan. Na para bang, okay, mali ako. Gusto ko lang naman mag-succeed yung company, yung business. And eventually, mag-succeed din sila. Pero mali ka. Kasi bakit? Nung finidbakan mo, ang tingin sa'yo kamag-anak, hindi ka tinitignan as employer, hindi ka tinitignan as coach or mentor. Tingin sa'yo kaibigan, tingin sa'yo pinsan, pamangkin, or kung ano man. Just like when about people helping kanina, you need to set boundaries, you need to create systems. And systems anchor on competence and boundaries. Yung system at boundaries, di naman yan mag-iisip, oh, teka, hindi pwedeng mag-apply yung system dyan kasi kamag-anak niyan. Shouldn't be like that. Carrying other people's burdens. And eventually, their burdens become your payroll. It costs you your sleep. It costs you your peace. Now, am I saying na wag tayong tumulong sa iba? No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is don't do too much for other people. Because all of these things will eventually lead you to strained relationships. Diba? For example, hinar mo, o tsuhin ng asawa mo, o nakita mo, nagnanakaw. Ngayon, tinanggal mo sa trabaho. Ngayon, galit na sa'yo yung pamilya ng asawa mo. Diba? But you were just doing the best thing for you professionally and for your business. And you have to understand, the people closest to the mission pay the highest price. Diba? One thing that I've learned, and katatapos lang ng Abundance 11, no? When I was into entrepreneurship, there is this one proverb that really sinks into me until now na, you know yung butterfly? Diba? Butterfly, it comes from a cocoon. So hindi na natin pag-usapan yung biology. So from a cocoon, magiging butterfly siya. Kumbaga doon na tayo sa gitna at dulo. You don't cut the cocoon to help the butterfly. Kasi bakit? You might damage the wings that could permanently disable the butterfly. And part ng paglabas niya sa cocoon is pag-spread ng wings niya para lumakas. Tama ba? But if you're doing it for everybody, diba? And isa sa mga paborito kong line ni Coach Ras, welcome, abuse me. If you're doing it for everybody, you're not empowering them. Diba? You're prolonging their disability. Sa manok, ganun din. Wag mong, diba? Pag nakita mong napipisa na yung sisiw, diba? Hindi mo yun babalatan na para kang nagbabalat ng balot. Diba? Kasi bakit? That's where they get their strength from. So carrying other people's burden, diba? Blurring of roles, that's what will prevent them from having the growth that you want them to have. I have this employee before, na kaibigan ko din, but eventually nag-resign siya sa company ko. And then nagkaroon siya ng problem about his new employer. Nakagagawa niya. Lumapit siya sa akin, as in parang 2 days, 3 days na siya hindi nakakatulog. Hingi siya ng tulong. It was a huge amount. Pero mali talaga yung ginawa niya. What I did, I talked to him. You need to face the consequences of what you did. Kasi mali talaga yung ginawa niya. Ginawa ko, binigyan siyang tulong, small amount. It's not enough to cover the expense na kailangan niyang masolve. But what I told him is this situation is teaching you a lesson. And I am disempowering you kung isusupport kita with that amount, tapos hindi mo makukuha yung lesson. Are you guys getting it? It's like a practical application of that situation I mentioned about the butterfly and the egg hatching earlier. Ayan. Are you guys learning? Sige. So, ayan. Good intentions cannot replace system. Boundaries and accountability. Love people. I keep on reiterating this. Love people. I'm not saying don't support other people, but there's a thin line between supporting and doing everything for them. Diba? Love people, build structure. These two are not enemies. Structure is how love survives contact with reality. All right? Now, let's change the question. And as we change the question, we change the fuel. Pressure asks, what do I need to prove? Okay? Andun tayo sa proving. Who is watching me right now? What happens if I fail? Ito yung mga kadalasang tanong. Ako in particular, experience ko na tong mga tanong na to. And it's not coming from other people, it's coming from myself. Now, if these are the questions that you have, probably are coming in from pressure, and it pollutes your engine. Now, a purposeful question asks, what has been entrusted to me? What does the mission need today? And what can I sustain for a decade or now, from now? There are a lot of questions, purposeful questions that you could ask yourself. Pressure initially produces intensity, productivity, but it's not sustainable. Purpose builds that rhythm. I remember Rob. Ayan, Rob is here. At one point during Abundance 11, he asked me, Coach, parang nawala na yung galit sa puso ko. Nawala na yung need, alam mo yun, need to prove myself. Of course, and si Rob, di ba? Alam naman natin, successful si Rob at a very young age. Di ba? And he asked me that question. I also asked that question to Coach Gina, to Coach Russ themselves. And then ang naging sagot lang nila sa akin, kumbaga, ang bottom line is about purpose. You're not coming in anymore from anger, from needing to prove yourself. You're now coming in purposefully. And I believe that's what's most important. Now, moving on, the Clean Fuel Framework. There are 4 foundations of a leadership operating system that doesn't burn the owner. Number 1, stewardship. Diba? Stewardship. Ano ba sa Tagalog yung stewardship? Diba? Tagapamahala. Everything that we have, pinamahala lang sa atin. Do you agree? Everything that you have. The life that you have, the money that you have, the business, the skills, everything. Binigay yan sa'yo para pamahalaan. What has been entrusted to me? That's the golden question. And how must it be multiplied? Not just protected. Diba? There's a parable in the Bible. Diba? Yung 3 servants, binigyan sila ng different amount of coins. That's the perfect illustration of stewardship. Yung isa binigyan ng 5, yung isa binigyan ng 3, yung isa binigyan ng 1. Yung isa ay binaon niya. Literally, sabi niya para tumubo. Diba? Binigyan akong pera, kailangan tumubo ito. So itinanim niya. Diba? Yung dalawa, yung isang may 3, yung isang may 5, ininvest nila. Pinalago nila. So it's the same thing in life. What has been entrusted to you? And how are you using it? Paano mo siya pinapalago? For the benefit of others. For the benefit of the world. Pangalawa is ownership. What results am I personally responsible for? With no one left to blame. There are a lot of books about entrepreneurship. Ito isa sa mga bottom line nila, the ownership. If somebody in your team is wrong, you are wrong. As above, so below. Diba? Lagi natin yan naririnig sa IM Plus community. As above, so below. Now, what are you personally responsible for? Next is boundaries. Which role am I operating right now? Boss, mentor, pinsan, tsuhin. Yeah, for those of you who employ your loved ones, I'm not saying tanggalin nyo na sila. What I'm trying to tell you right now, set boundaries. And the last one is intentionality. Does this decision serve the mission? Or only satisfy an emotion? Ano ibig sabihin yan? Naawa ka ba sa kanya ngayon kaya mo siya tinutulungan? Or are you doing this to maybe transform their life? Long game. Let's always look at the long game. Sa mga business owners, always look at the long game. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Huwag yung immediate na kapalit. In any decision, ano yung kapalit nito? Will this cost me my relationship in the future? Will it cost me my business? Will it cost me my peace? always ask yourself. And that's where you anchor your intentionality on how you will address people. All right? And then eventually, once you figured everything out, everything will be a lot easier. Easier lang, no? I'm not saying easiest. Okay? Lagi natin naririnig yung ease and flow. You have to understand, ease is engineered. It's never wished for. Ease is not passivity or coasting na parang, alam mo yun, wala kang ginagawa. You're just hoping that something good will happen. Okay? Wala kang sinet na boundaries, wala kang sinet na system, but eventually you're thinking that things will improve. Ease is not lowering your standards. Ease is not avoiding hard work. And ease is not waiting for motivation. What real ease is clear priorities. Fewer but bigger yeses. What does it mean? May mga tao, ako ganito ako before, hindi na ako lalayo. Lahat inoohan ko. Ba, gawin mo to, sige. Lahat yes. Yes man nga ako eh. But eventually, actually this year, I started saying more no. Saying more no's means saying yes to the bigger things, to the more important things. Kasi bakit? Ako, I have this personality na FOMO. FOMO. Kung familiar kayo dyan, fear of missing out. Gusto ko lahat nandun ako. Gusto ko lahat alam ko. Gusto lahat ginagawa ko din. And it cost me a lot. Real is strong systems that decide for you. So kahit wala ka doon, kung business owner ka, kahit wala ka doon, gagana yung negosyo mo. Kahit hindi nila hintayin yung decision mo. Kasi alam nila, based on the system, how you will be deciding. Diba? Defined roles and responsibilities. Kaya sa trabaho, sa employment, malinaw, roles and responsibilities. O anong trabaho ni admin? Anong trabaho ni HR? Anong trabaho ni accounting? Diba? Bakit? It gives them clear responsibilities and clear accountability. Diba? Para hindi umabot sa point na, ang hina ng benta. Sige, patawag mo si accounting. Diba? Parang ang labo nun. Dapat si sales and marketing. So kung hindi clearly defined yung roles and responsibilities, not just in your business, even in marriage, even in your relationships, kung di ka pakasal right now, diba? Sinong mag-handle ng ganitong task? Sinong mag-handle ng ganitong task? And real is removing friction that should not exist. Flow doesn't mean no hard work. It means no unnecessary friction. Walang stress. Yeah, siguro may challenge na ginagawa mo. For example, if you're building up something, if you're building a company, you're building a brand, hindi ka na-stress na baka ano yung sabihin nila. Are you getting me? Yeah. Sige. We're almost there. Now, holistic success. 5 accounts, 1 ledger. This is something that I've learned from Coach Ras. Kasi bakit? Maraming tao, employee, business owner, parang nabubuhay na lang para magtrabaho. May mga kilala ba kayong ganyan? Diba? Parang pinanganak lang sila sa mundong to para maghanap buhay at magbayad ng bills. And nakakapagod yun. Your life should be balanced. Ano yung itsura nun? Una-una, kamusta yung faith mo? Diba? Isa sa mga paboritong pag-usapan with Coach Ras, faith work. Kamusta yung relationship mo with the source? whatever belief that you may have, I call him God. Kamusta yung relationship mo? Faith is not just, a Sunday activity for Christians. Fridays for Muslims. It's something that you cultivate every day. What else? Family. These are the first people that were there in your life. During my personal Abundance 9, there was something that Coach Russ really said that struck me really hard. And from there, nagbago talaga yung perspective ko. Kasi bakit? Coming from a place of proving, diba? Ako yung tao na talagang malaki yung gustong patunayan sa buhay. Gusto ko maghanap buhay. Tapos pag okay na ako, pag financially stable na ako, pag paldo na ako, I'll spend time with my family. But I remember Coach Russ saying, the kids, para sa mga parents dito, may mga parents ba dito? Yan, pa-heart yan. Diba? When you have kids, they don't care about how much money you have. All they care about is time. All they care about is the presence. Anong pakialam nila kung kumikita ka ng 100 million per month tapos di ka naman nila nakikita? That's why there is this subconscious presence in your family na yung mga bata mismo nagpe-pray na wag kang mag-succeed. Na parang sinasabi nila, nagpe-pray sila na sana wala na lang business si daddy. Sana wala na lang business si mommy para lagi ko siyang kasama. Diba ang hirap nun? Yung parang sipag na sipag ka tapos somebody is praying na wag ka mag-succeed para mas may time ka sa kanila. Sana wala na lang work si mama. Sana wala na lang work si papa para lagi kami magkasama. Of course, that's a different conversation na kailangan natin mabuhay. Oo, yes, I understand. But don't live a life na naghahanap buhay ka na lang. Diba? Nandito ka ba o nandito ka lang? Umuuwi ka ba ng bahay para lang matulog at kumain? Diba? Na parang ang tingin sa'yo ng mga anak mo or magulang mo, kung medyo bata-bata ka pa, parang, alam mo yun, may boarding house. Diba? What else? Health. Steve Jobs. He passed away. Of course, hindi pa naman siya ganun katanda when he passed away. Diba? Pancreatic cancer. Diba? Sobrang focus magtrabaho. Nawawala na yung balanse. These are the things that Coach Russ keeps talking about. You are the vessel. Kung merong pinaka-importanting money-making machine sa buhay mo, ikaw yon. So dapat inaalagaan mo yung katawan mo. Diba? Baka yung hanap buhay, yung oras, yung energy na ginugugol mo for your business, sa hanap buhay mo, sa trabaho mo, pambayad mo lang ng bills. Pambayad mo lang ng gamot. We don't want that. What else? Leadership. You cultivate, you grow people. You don't just use them. And when people grow, you have to understand that they might eventually leave you for a bigger ambition because tao rin sila, may ambition din sila. And their ambition might be anchored on your ambition or it may be not. And that's okay. And lastly, financial stewardship. Bakit ka kumikita? Bakit ka nagtatrabaho? Para lang ba mas malaking bahay? Para lang ba sa mas bagong sasakyan? Have a purpose. Those things that you are blessed with, you multiply it, you protect it, held it loosely, that it's somebody, if there's somebody that you can support, when you're supporting someone, as much as ako personally, this is my ruling. Gusto ko lang makita na gusto niyang mabago yung buhay niya. Ganun lang kasimple. Hindi lang lip service, pero nakikita mo talaga na nagpupursige. A leader, you have to understand, a leader is not winning if the business grows while character, health, family, or peace collapses. Kahit maging ikaw pa yung pinakamayaman sa Pilipinas, madaig mo si Enrique Razon. If that costs you your relationship with your source, with your creator, with your family, if that costs you your health, doesn't make sense. Are you still with me? 3 questions before you sleep tonight. What am I still trying to prove? And to whom? Meron pa ba akong gustong patunayan? Kanino yun? Second, what has actually been entrusted to me in this season? Maybe you're not there where you want to be, but what do you have right now in this season of your life? And how will you be able to use that to have a purposeful life? And number 3, what must change in my daily leadership for my success to become sustainable? Estudyante ka, empleyado ka, you don't lead people, you lead yourself too. Di ba yan naman tinuturo sa atin sa IAM Plus? Before you lead others, you lead yourself first. So number 3 question also applies to your personal leadership, to your personal mastery, in order for your success to become more sustainable. Diba? That's why we attend Discovery. That's why we attend Breakthrough. I believe IAM Plus Mindanao will have their breakthrough this coming September. Find your purpose. The reason why I love talking about IAM Plus programs, it really helps you find your purpose. Now, before we end, I just would like to leave you with this. You build. Whatever you want. It could be a brand, it could be a career, a skill, a business. Just build. It will prosper if God permits it. And once it prospers, enjoy it. Do not have that guilt na hindi ko to deserve. Habang may mga tao sa paligid ko, yung mga mahal ko sa buhay, hindi pa pareho ng na-achieve ko sa buhay. If they don't want, I have people in my life, I've tried supporting, helping them. Kaya lang, it's like they really enjoy being there. Is that bad? Is that evil? No, it doesn't necessarily have to. That's their choice. Respect it. But don't make it to a point that you're not enjoying what you should be enjoying just because people around you are not the same. If you have to, give generously. But you have to understand, never need success in order for you to know who you are. Kasi if your success is your business, if your success is your brand, your job, what if mawala lahat ng to? That's what pandemic taught us. Diba? During pandemic, I was known as a network marketer. Kaya lang di ako makapag-network market that time. Kasi bakit? Zoom was just, nagsisimula pa lang si Zoom that time. Di ako makalabas, di ako makakausap ng tao. It made me feel useless. Kasi bakit? Inanchor ko yung success ko to what I am doing. And that is a recipe for a sad life. So as we end, I would like to remind you, stop building from proving, start building from stewardship. Purify the fuel that propels you to your ambition and keep that ambition. And I think that's it for now. Do you have any questions before we wrap this thing up? I'll stop sharing my screen already.
Ayan, wow. Super wow. Talaga. Thank you so much, Coach Patrick. Hindi lang siya powerful, but a very meaningful sharing for tonight. I'm sure everyone agree with me na ang dami nating aha moment and realization and even reminder na nakuha. Pa-type naman dyan ng 3 or 3, 3 na 5, sabi ko 5, kasi 5 yung account, holistic account. Pa-type naman ng 5 dyan. Kung marami kayong mga aha moment, thank you for those who type 555. Yan. Salamat, maraming salamat. Dagdag ko lang naman po. Okay lang ba mag-overtime lang tayo ng konti ha? Kasi talagang ang ganda nung sharing ni Coach. Isa sa mga na-realize ko is what we do does not actually define who we are. Of course, sometimes we experiences na yung rejection and we try to prove ourselves. Sometimes, ayan, we become afraid of failure. Sometimes we compare ourselves. Sometimes naman we become people pleaser. Or sometimes we chase recognition. Hindi nawawala sa atin yan. Sometimes we even become rescuer, right? But none of these things define you. Your success, your failure, others' opinion, rejection, recognition, comparison, because your identity is not found in what you actually accomplish or how people respond in you, because your identity is found in Christ Jesus. Thank you so much, Coach Patrick Suarez. Ayan, nabubulol. But I'm sure marami dito sa inyo na gustong mag-honor. Okay lang ba 2 to 3 people please honor Coach Patrick? Kasi ang dami niya talagang naibigay sa atin ngayong gabi na to. The floor is open for those who wanted to honor Coach Patrick.
Yan, ako
Ayan
na
si
muna,
Rob.
Coach. And hi, Coach Pat. I miss
All
you.
right.
And
Miss you too, Rob.
honoring you, Coach, for giving value and for um kumbaga for being always there. No? Especially pag may message ako sa'yo. And giving value and the commitment na binigay mo dito. And yeah, Coach, send love. Thank you, Coach.
Ayan. Thank you so much, Rob. Si Hamilia Umpa nag-unmute. Do
Ay,
you
sorry
want,
po.
do you want to honor? To at least give whatever takeaway na nakuha mo?
Sorry po, I just came in late
Ay.
because I'm from gym, so hindi ako nakahapon. So makinig na lang sa mga feedback nila po.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ako na, Coach Pat. Thank you so much for saying yes. Nandito ako sa bahay nila, Jed, kaya medyo maingay. I really appreciate you saying yes to this invitation. But most of all, ang ganda nung sinabi mo na everything that we do, it's really for the long game. And what I really love is really building success because we are stewards of God's blessings. Yun talaga yung nakuha ko dun sa talk mo tonight. And thank you so much for sharing your energy, your wisdom, and inspiring the Mindanao community. Kaka-birthday mo lang kahapon. So happy birthday.
Yes,
And
thank you.
yet, kami yung binigyan mo ng gift tonight. So thank you so much for your love, your presence, your time, and the valuable lessons na shinare mo out of your experience. So, God bless you more. See you soon.
Thank you, head coach. See you soon.
Thank you.
Ayan. Last, I see Sir Eric. Eric, your
Uy, si Boss Eric.
Yun, Coach Pat! Yun, honoring
Yes.
you, Coach. Kung yun, ang takeaway ko, yung tama yun eh. To become successful, dapat hindi tayo laging nagiging... yung fuel, pag fuel kasi sometimes dapat naglalagay tayo ng wall dun sa mga tao natin. Hindi porket mabait ka ay nagiging basis yon para maging successful ka. Talagang kung yun eh. You have to put not a wall, but dapat may gap. Yan.
Yes, thank you.
Honoring
Ayan,
you,
thank
Coach.
you so much.
Thank you, Boss Eric.
Eric. Last, ako na lang kasi parang hindi ko mapigilan yung sarili ko sa dami ng aha
Go.
moments ko. Salamat, Coach Patrick, kasi talagang nakarelate ako sa lahat ng mga sinabi mo. Also came from a broken family. I'm a breadwinner. Yan talaga, pag breadwinner ka, hindi mo talaga maiwasan na rescuer ka. Always saying yes, yes to everything, di ba? Parang kargang-karga mo talaga yung bit-bit mo yung mundo, mundo sa balikat mo. And thank you so much for all those framework na sinabi mo. Ang dami. Even dun sa 5 account, yung holistic success. Thank you so much. Naging reminder lang din talaga sa akin na ang family is our first ministry. And we will not forget na kung sino yung source natin, of course, and our asset, yung health natin. Lahat yon naintindihan ko mabuti kasi lahat yon naranasan ko. And thank you so much for sharing your wisdom tonight, lahat ng mga experiences mo. From Zubik, from us with love, happy birthday po.
Thank you, thank
Happy
you.
birthday niya po kahapon. Kaya kumanta tayo ng happy birthday. Ayan. Thank you so much, Coach Patrick.
You're welcome.
And